Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about Similac and the types of formulas that I went through before we found which one was right for my son. And so let's get started with the video. So to begin with, they did started him off on Similac Advance, which is just the normal kind of formula. Similac, they're by colors, so this one would be the blue one. It just for it is from birth to 12 months, and basically with this one, I think they have different stages of them, so this is just stage 1. Now when my son turned 2 weeks old, I did notice that he was having a hard time passing gas, and he would do a lot of grunting and he would be in pain. So I did mention it to his doctor, and she asked me if there was anybody in our family who was lactose intolerant. And I did mention to her that my husband could not have 2% or whole milk because he would get sick from it. So she put us on Similac Sensitive for fussiness and gas due to lactose sensitivity. So basically this is the can right here, and it's the orange can, and again it's from birth to 12 months, just like all their formulas. So with this one, I did notice, and I felt like it would make things worse for him, and I couldn't understand why. But I did come to realize after doing some research is that this one has all the lactose in it. It's just regular formula, and then the Sensitive, it's only half lactose. So basically it still has some lactose in it, just not as much as the Advance. Sorry. So I did go back to her a week later, and I told her, this is not working for him. So she gave us a sample to try out this formula, and it is the Similac Alimentum, and it is the purple can, and it is from birth to 12 months. And this one is for food allergies and colic due to protein sensitivity. So this one did work out for him. He started feeling better within maybe a day of taking it, and I was happy because you don't like to see your child in pain, especially when they're crying and stuff like that. So a little bit about these formulas. Now, for first glance, these are the 3 formulas right here. At a glance, you can see that the Alimentum is just slightly bigger than the other 2 cans, and that is because the Alimentum is 1 pound and the other 2 are just the Sensitive is 12 ounces, and then the Advance is 12.4 ounces. So that is one thing about them. As far as pricing, the Advance is, I think, $15, and the Sensitive is also about $15. I'm not entirely sure on the Advance, but I know the Sensitive is about $15 or $16. Now the Alimentum, I was kind of surprised and in shock with the price of what one can is worth. It's about $30 for a can, so it's extremely pricey. But my reasoning or my thought on the reason why it is so pricey is that it's lactose free, yes, but I was also reading that the protein that is in the Alimentum is already broken down. So unlike the Sensitive and the Advance, with the Advance, the babies, the digestive system breaks down all those proteins, and as well as the Sensitive. So there are some babies that have a hard time digesting the cow's protein. So with the Alimentum, it's already broken down for them. So it's very easy for them to pass through. And one thing that I did notice about the Alimentum was that it's very soft. Unlike the Sensitive and the Advance, and that is again because the protein is broken down for them. And the thing about the Alimentum that the other two also don't have is that the Alimentum really, honestly, it smells bad. I was telling my husband that it basically smells like dog food. I don't know if you have a pet or a dog or something, but if you ever smell dog food, that's basically what the Alimentum to me smells like. Another thing that is kind of bothering to me about the Alimentum is that after my duns I can't talk today. My son's finished with his bottle. It's the bottle, if you run your finger through the inside of it, it's kind of oily and it kind of makes it hard to clean, so you have to make sure you use lots and lots of soap and warm water to really get that stuff off of the bottle. But other than that, it's fine. I've also noticed that when you shake the bottle, which I know there is advice out there that is recommended that you stir the formula with a spoon instead of shaking it to reduce gas bubbles. But to me, I'll just shake it. With my little brother, I would shake his formula bottle. So to me, I would just shake the bottle. But I did notice that with the Alimentum, there is really no bubbles that build up when you shake the bottle. It's as if you took, for instance, I want to say the Sensitive. That one would create a lot of bubbles, more than the Advance, I feel. And having all those bubbles, those are air bubbles. So your child is going to have to pass those bubbles. So I would use gas drops. So basically, if you've ever shaken formula and you notice all these bubbles, and the gas drops, basically what they do is they clear off all those bubbles. So that's basically how the Alimentum is. As soon as you shake it, there's not really any air bubbles in it. A few bubbles will show up if you are shaking it really hard, but other than that, there's not. And I think that's it on the formulas themselves. I'm glad that there are products nowadays that are suitable, because every baby's different. And if the Alimentum wasn't here, I would have to be dealing with a colic baby. And I don't know if you or anybody that has had a colic baby, it's kind of a difficult thing to deal with. And there are different levels of colicness. My little brother, he was extremely colic, and my son, he was just semi-colic, but it was again because of the protein, that he couldn't digest it. But I'm just glad that there's products out here, for those moms that can't breastfeed, that they can use, and it'll be, exactly what your baby needs. So I did find a website, and it does have the nutritional facts on it. It does have the ingredients and some other stuff about the formula itself. I'm going to leave those down below. So if you want to check them out, you can. If you are on a different brand of formula that is not Similac, I believe on the side of them it has all the different brands of formula. You just click on the one you're on, and it'll give you a whole list of all the formulas that specific brand has. So if you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below, and we'll see you for our next video. Bye.